Hello, my name is Andy and I am the village idiot, and I'm armed with a car and a GoPro and an unhealthy amount of time on my hands. Welcome back to North Lincolnshire, and today we are on the western edge of the town of Scunthorpe. This parish borders the unparished area of Scunthorpe, and even though it's really small, it does have some interesting features. Welcome to ASHBY Parkland. ASHBY Parkland is a civil parish in North Lincolnshire to the west of the town of Scunthorpe. The quickest and easiest way to access it from the main motorway network is via the M181, a short spur motorway which joins the M180 at junction 3. The road is virtually straight throughout its entire 2-mile length. It was opened in December 1978 at the same time as the section of the M180 from junction 3 to the eastern side of the River Trent. The M181 forms the western parish boundary, and we'll talk some more about this road in a while. For now though, let's just enjoy this early morning drive at one of the UK's shortest motorways as we enter Scunthorpe. ASHBY Parkland was created in April 2004 and was previously part of Burringham. As far as history goes, that's really all I can tell you. When it was part of Burringham, ASHBY Parkland wasn't much more than a few fields and hamlets to the immediate west of Scunthorpe and to the east of the M181. However, it was created in 2004 as this is an area of Scunthorpe that's growing. So the majority of the population here in ASHBY Parkland actually don't live in houses. I'm currently on Scunthorpe Road. As you can see, there are houses here, but these aren't within ASHBY Parkland. The majority of the people that live here live on one of 2 caravan parks, mobile home estates, and this is one of them here. This is Parklands Park Homes. If I just get a bit closer to this sign, you'll see this is Parklands Park Homes. Now there are 2 of these. There's one here off Scunthorpe Road, and there's another one which I'll show you later, which we need to go down there for. Now, the important thing to note about this is I can't film them because they are both private. So this is as good as I can do here, I'm afraid, guys, to show you these. Although the picture bit today will show you an example or 2 of what the park homes look like. Parklands is owned and managed by a company called Wessex, renowned for creating some of the most desirable leisure lodges and luxurious park homes in the UK. At Ashfield Park, it's a similar story. This is the other park and it's situated just off Burringham Road. Both parks are in a desirable rural setting, despite being so close to the edge of Scunthorpe. The estates consist of mobile homes for the over 50s, and even though we can't go in, online reviews say that they are clean and tidy, with the occasional bit of wildlife joining you from the woods that are around them. There's a lake too, with some of the homes situated around it. In all, both parks are popular and they're nestled in and around trees. Apart from a post box, I didn't see any other facilities, but as we'll see shortly, all amenities for those living here are within walking distance. So this is the best I can do today with a card on a notice board. This is on the side of the Ashfield Park Homes, I assume reception. I'm not going to walk into the park because I think I've walked far enough here to capture this, to be honest with you. But there is no sign saying it's private just here, but I'm certainly not going to go any further into the park. So yeah, that'll do me. It's not all about the park homes here. There are some other residential properties too along Burringham Road. and as well on the brand new Woodside Drive estate off Burringham Road. You won't even find this street on Google Street View yet, although that may have changed by the time this video goes out. Overwhelmingly, the demographic here sees a majority of retired persons. There are persons of all ages, but at 58%, the over 65 category is one of the highest we've ever seen. 99.7% of the population is white British, and the population density is 104 per kilometre squared. Public transport is good here. There's a bus service which calls along Burringham Road, and there's a purpose-built bus stop just outside ASHBY Park. The Iron Forge is the local pub, although this is just over the boundary, which is at the end of Woodside Drive. It's a pub and carvery, this one. Virtually next to ASHBY Park is Scunthorpe's Westcliff Asda, again not within the parish boundaries, but right on the border. BRM vehicle sales is within the boundaries though, if you fancy buying a second-hand car upon visiting this part of Scunthorpe. Then there's ASHBY Decoy Golf Club, which is arguably ASHBY Parkland's most interesting feature. Founded in 1935, ASHBY Decoy Golf Club has developed into a superb 18-hole golf course. It's built on agricultural land of a sandy subsoil nature. It originally covered 70 acres from the ASHBY Decoy farming estate until in 1947 the whole 150 acres were purchased and an 18-hole course was established. The word decoy might not be familiar to you. It's to do with capturing wild ducks or other species of waterfowl so they can be slaughtered and used for food. Decoys had an advantage over hunting ducks with shotguns, as the duck meat then did not contain lead shot. Consequently, a higher price could then be charged for it. There were originally 38 decoys in Lincolnshire, but ASHBY was the only one left by 1918. The decoy was re-established in 1996 and now provides the irrigation water for the fairways and greens together with natural wild and pond life. So I like this. ASHBY Decoy Golf Club has a logo which you will have seen in the thumbnail as well as this. Look, it even has a duck on it in honour of the fact that this used to be a duck decoy. That's actually a nice touch, I like that. Next to the former decoy is Oglesby Park, which is the home ground of Scunthorpe Rugby Union Football Club. Scunthorpe Rugby Club was formed in 1929 and played its first fixtures in a field owned by a local farmer on the condition that the goalposts were moved after each game so the animals could return to graze. From those humble beginnings, the club progressed to a stage whereby it was able to move to its own ground, which was originally Heslin Park, not too far away from here, in 1952. Lindsay Lodge Hospice on Burringham Road provides care for adults with life-limiting illnesses. With the support of a dedicated group of sponsors, fundraising for Lindsay Lodge began in 1987. In 2002, Her Majesty the Queen and HRH Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, visited Lindsay Lodge to formally open the unit and unveiled a plaque to mark the occasion. Carrisbrook Manor is another home just a few paces away. This one provides long-term respite and daycare for older people and those with dementia needs. Set within large gardens, this beautiful home is largely purpose-built yet retains a homely feel from the original 1920s building and is set around a lovely courtyard with raised flower beds. There's a better image of this in today's picture bit. And Burringham Road, it seems, is even protected by a CCTV camera seen on the side of this lamppost. Now for notable landmarks, we have to get a little bit creative. ASHBY Decoy in itself is a notable landmark, but apart from that we have Frodingham Viaduct. This is just outside the parish boundaries, but it's so close that it needs to be talked about. Here it carries the Doncaster to Grimsby railway line over Scotter Road, the same road we saw earlier. The viaduct is 1,020 yards long and consists of 84 or 85 arches, but you'd never know that these days. That's because most of the arches are hidden from view. The viaduct has required considerable strengthening at various times, as evidenced by concrete infill. So even though this isn't within ASHBY Parkland's boundaries, it's close enough that I thought I may as well include it. It's a marvellous piece of engineering, isn't it, Frodingham Viaduct? It's fabulous. It's a good start to the morning, this, to see this. The Isle Greenway runs through this part of Scunthorpe too. This is a long distance trail which we'll meet again in a few coming episodes. So where I'm standing now is on Brumby Common Road over a bridge over the M181, and I'm looking south here. Everything to my left is within ASHBY Parkland and everything to the right is within Burringham. That's one we'll see in the not too distant future. Now over here, looking northwards, you can see a roundabout which you will have seen earlier. You'll have seen me drive around this. Now this is fairly new. The M181 used to go all the way from the M180 up to the junction where Glanford Park is. That's Scunthorpe United's football ground. It used to be the M181 all the way through to there, but now this roundabout's been put here, and the northern part where that lorry's just come from, that's now the A1077M, and eventually that will lose its motorway status. That's because in 2019 North Lincolnshire Council gave the green light for construction of a new roundabout junction along the M181 with the B1450 Burringham Road, which would form the terminus of the motorway. A second roundabout at the southern end of the motorway will then see the M181 lose its motorway status, with the northern section becoming the A1077. Temporarily, it's known as the A1077M. Okay, I think that's just about it for ASHBY Parkland. There isn't much more to show you, but there will be a picture bit today, despite the fact that this is a really small area of Scunthorpe, a really small slice of North Lincolnshire. Here it comes right now. And there you have it. That's ASHBY Parkland. Time for me to move on to my next one, which is not too far away. In fact, all I've got to do is drive down Burringham Road, and that should give you a clue as to which one's coming next. This has been the parish of ASHBY Parkland, and I've been Andy, also known as the Village Idiot, and I'm out.